Hi, I'm Juan Williams, in for Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Let's get right to our top story. Europe under siege from Islamic terror.
Right, hello everybody, this is my 6th vlog I believe, and today I'm going to talk about Islam and terrorism.
But I personally feel that my personal problem is never solved as long as the problem is not solved for all of our people in this country.
Islam and terrorism do not go hand in hand. They're not like horse and cart. So this is a video about how Islam is not associated with terrorism. Okay, I'm going to give some facts here. First of all, terrorism above all is murder. Clear-cut murder. Murder is strictly forbidden in the Quran. And it's mentioned in the Quran a few times in a few verses. I'll give you one example or two examples. Okay, the first example. Chapter 6, verse 151. The Quran clearly states, "And do not kill a soul that God has made sacrosanct." Clear cut. Chapter 5, verse 53. The Quran clearly states that whoever kills a soul, it is like he's killed the whole of mankind. And conversely, it says at the same time, if you save a soul, it is like you have saved the whole of mankind. So terrorism above all is murder. Clear cut. Second of all, if the motive is religious, the motive for terrorism is religious, then it's forbidden in Islam, because it is forbidden to impose another religion upon somebody. The Quran clearly states there is no compulsion in religion. You cannot force someone to become Muslim. You can't do it, it's not allowed. The Quran clearly states this. I'm not saying it, the Quran says it. The Quran says in chapter 2, verse 256, there is no compulsion in religion. Basically it means you cannot force someone to become Muslim. They have to willingly choose it. You can't force them. The third point I'm going to make. Islamic law forbids aggressive warfare. Chapter 8, verse 61, the Quran clearly states, "And if the enemy is inclined towards peace, you also incline towards peace." Also, chapter 2, verse 190, the Quran clearly states, "Fight in the way of God against those who fight against you, but begin not hostilities. God hates the transgressors." Basically, God hates those who start trouble. God hates those who start wars. Okay? We can't do aggressive warfare here. We can't cause wars for no reason whatsoever. We can't do it. The fourth point I want to make. Not any Tom, Dick and Harry can say, let's go to war. It has to be a leader of a state or a country that says we need to go to war. Okay? So ISIS, you cannot implement this aggressive warfare. You can't tell us to go to war because you have no real leader. You have no real leader of a state or a country. The fifth point I want to make. The killing of innocent non-combatants is haram. Abu Bakr, one of the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, he gave these instructions to the armies. "I instruct you in 10 matters. I'm going to give you a few here. Do not kill women, children, the elderly, the infirm. Do not cut down trees. And do not destroy any town," etc, etc, etc. The sixth point I'm going to make. Terrorism is forbidden in Islamic law. The principle of forbidding terror in the lands is stated in the Quran, chapter 5, verses 33 to 34. Seventh point I want to make. Sneak attacks are forbidden. Muslim commanders must give fair warning to their enemies. In some cases, it's been 4 months, in some traditions. So ISIS and groups like ISIS, what you're doing is completely against the tenets of Islam. You're forcing people to become Muslims, like those Yazidis. Hundreds of them you're forced to become Muslim. You're committing acts of terror. We all know this. You're murdering innocent people. You know, I can't tell you to stop because you're not going to listen to me. But I'm telling the general public out there, we condemn them. They don't represent us. Although they are Muslims, but they do not represent us. Terrorism has no place in Islam or any other religion. So, as a British Muslim, I ask all you guys out there, next time you see a heading that says terrorism, don't associate Islam with it. Please don't, because it's nothing to do with Islam whatsoever. Just some maniacs running around murdering people. Okay? I won't deny that terrorism is a threat. It's a real threat. It definitely is, no doubt about it. But stop associating Islam with terrorism. It's not anything to do with Islamic law whatsoever. It's politically motivated. Okay? ISIS, they've got distorted way of looking at the verse of the Quran and the Hadith. I mean, the Prophet, peace be upon him, never burnt anyone alive or never drowned anybody. This is ridiculous. So please, let's not try to distinguish between Islam and terrorism. Terrorism is terrorism. Islam is Islam. Martin Luther King once said, hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next week. I hope this is alright now. First of all, terrorism, can't even say the bloody word now. And the cat's walked in down the smelly tram. If you stop me out, I'm going to get battered. First of all, terrorism, bloody hell, I can't even say the word. Assad! Assad! Stop it! He's scratching the carpet. Oh, you're having a shit, ain't you? Hey, yeah, that smells, you've had it. Oh no, you're having a wee, that's fine. Doing a wee in a litter tray. It's a long piss. Ross. And do not kill a soul that God has made sacrosanct. Bloody hell, this is hard, you know. Okay, do it again. I'm going to give you a few here. Cut and paste. You're going to have to cut and paste this, okay? Cut and paste this, yeah? You're going to have to cut and paste this. Cut and paste. Cut and paste. Don't cut and paste this. So, cut and paste this. Cut and paste this, please. Cut and paste. Hope your cut and paste is real good and proper, bruv. Cut and paste. Chapter 8, verse 61. The Quran clearly states, cut and paste. Abu Bakr, one of the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, cut and paste. Cut and paste. I won't deny that. Wait a second, because it's really hard. Thank you for listening.